everybody. We are
Perfect.
here with Jenneses, the amazing Jenneses. She's a wonderful partnered streamer. She also does amazing cosplays. I don't know if you're technically officially a model, but I would consider you a model.
Not
Um,
even close.
Also God gamer as well.
I wouldn't say that.
But thank you so much for coming on. I feel like this has been so long. Okay, wait. I'm so sorry. The way I didn't change the name, the one thing I forgot to do on here. I was like, I have everything ready to go. You did not see that.
Oh no,
I'm
you're
super
good. You're
professional.
good.
I'm super
Wait, let me
professional.
actually. I'm super
Okay.
professional too. You should see how I'm doing it.
Super professional, guys. That's me. That's how this works. Yeah, Jen is definitely a model. But thank you so much for coming on and talking to me. For you guys that don't know, I've actually known Jenneses on this platform for a really long time. I think going back to like 2019, I want to say. So like I don't know. I remember finding your community like really early on when I first started streaming, and it was always just such a wonderful time. Jenneses is like just like one of the kindest people I've had the opportunity of meeting on this platform. And yeah, she's just an incredible streamer. I'm excited to hear more about your journey. But before we get started, do you just want to tell everyone who doesn't know just a little bit more about yourself, what you stream?
Yes, so my name is Jen. Well, first of all, can we just say how you're the kindest person? And when I got to meet you in 2019, it was just, oh, like you just changed my life. So Chelsea's the one, guys. Okay, she's so sweet. But yes, my name is Jenneses. I stream a lot of story games, Nintendo games, and just a lot of community work. Like I love talking to chat and the community, basically. So the fact that I get to do this with Chelsea is huge.
Oh my god. No, yeah, I'm so honored. I think Jen is like I feel like you go into that category with a lot of us. We're just like yappers. Just big yappers, pretty much.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I just yeah.
Takes forever to finish a game. Just
Yeah.
love talking a little too much.
Yeah, you can add 100 hours to whatever game I'm playing.
Exactly. Also, hello, Cyber Theory. Hello, everyone in chat. We also have shared chat, so we'll be able to see what you guys are saying, no matter what chat you're in. So feel free to ask any questions or anything that comes up. But just to get us started, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about your journey? How did you end up on Twitch?
Oh man, that's so crazy to reflect on because that's so long ago. But I ended up on Twitch actually because of my brother. He kept telling me about Twitch and he was like, "You should try Twitch one day. It's this really cool gaming streaming platform." And he told me years and years ago, like even before that I started, and I never got into it. And then finally I was gifted like a gaming laptop. So like a computer that was capable to stream from because I never had one before. And so I did my first few streams off of this laptop and it worked. And then it was history, basically. I loved it so much.
That's awesome. That's so wonderful. That's like exactly, I feel
Exhausting.
like the same way I started as well. You just like get something that actually works in terms of tech, and you're like, okay, wait, maybe I could do this.
Yeah, like, well, yeah, like it was a lot of tech to learn too, like just being exposed to it. And I had to do a lot of tutorials, like a lot of YouTubes. So it was really hard at first, but when I got it working, I was like, this is so cool. Like, the fact that I get to broadcast outwards and meet people was a very wild thought for me.
So, would you say that you had a lot of technical knowledge before you started streaming, or is that something you think expanded because of streaming?
It expanded because of streaming. I would say I learned a lot of skills through streaming that I did not have, not even a little bit.
And where does your
Learn
username come from?
my username.
Yeah.
Um, so I was always into like gladiators. Like I was really into Spartacus at the time, and I had a friend that was watching that with me, and so my gladiator name was Jenneses, and so I just used that because he was a very, very good friend of mine.
Oh, that's so cute. I love
Yeah,
that. I don't think I actually ever knew that either.
really. What about you? Like, why are you who is Chelsea and not why is Chelsea or what is Chelsea?
um, I'm who's Chelsea just because no one ever really like knew who I was. Like when I was like younger, I feel like I had friends that would like take me to like events with them, and all the time I'd hear their friends just be like, "Oh, who is Chelsea?" Like no one ever actually knew who I was, and so
Really?
after a while, I just kind of liked it. It just became like a bit for me that you know I just end up in places I probably shouldn't be, and then people just are like, "Wait, who is this person you're talking about?" Uh,
That's so cute. That is like that matches you perfectly because you're just so cute.
oh my gosh! No,
I
did you
love that.
did you see the Gladiator movies? Were you actually into those? And did you see the new one that came out?
No, I haven't seen the new one, which is crazy because Pedro's in it and I love him. But I did watch the old ones. Like I went through a whole phase where it was all I was watching. Troy, you name it.
Uh, have you ever been to Rome, like Italy, and checked out the Colosseum?
No, no. But if I did, I'd probably cry just because I know the weight of it, like
Hmm.
how historic that is and all the people that stood there. It would blow me away romantically, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is pretty breathtaking and astonishing to see in person. So I hope you get to check that out one day. Yeah, when you get Jen to Rome, Rome fun, Jen for Rome. One thing I'm obsessed with, I feel like, at least when I came onto your streams, has always been cool is your streaming setup and your background. I can never tell exactly
Oh,
what's going on, but it is really pretty. I don't know if you want to walk through like what was like the aesthetic, or did anything inspire you for setting that up?
well, I've always been into sci-fi. Like that's my thing. So I knew when I started streaming, I wanted it to be sci-fi themed. And the aliens was the first thing I could think of. Like I just knew I wanted alien emotes and stuff. So I was really inspired to have my background kind of match a space aesthetic. However, when I first started streaming, it took a while to get to that point, so I would just get things very, very, very slowly. And at first, I was like streaming on a couch, and then I got some lights, and then I added in a gaming chair, and I kind of built it up over time. So it's not like I had this perfect vision of it and made it happen. It was more so like a collection of things very slowly, and it just happened to turn out the way that it looks.
It's so no, it's so cute. I feel like you always had this like nice, cool aesthetic to you. Secretly an alien. Yeah. I wasn't gonna
Maybe.
say anything, but you know.
Don't tell the government, though. Don't tell the government.
Secret safe with me. Hey, it's not even my government. All right, you have a different government, so we're chilling.
That's
Um,
true.
so you were from Canada, right? Born and raised.
Yes. Yeah. I'm first gen.
Okay, that's
Literally first gen.
yeah, the first gender. You have another one, Dagmar? Yeah, guys, if you have any questions too, feel free to throw them into the chat. First Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First gen. Gen's first.
Oh yeah, where
Oh,
is Arwen? That's a good question. Your cat is
that
super
is
cute.
that is very. I don't even know the answer to that question. She'd be doing her own thing sometimes. I can't control her. She controls me. I knew
She
she
is
had
cute
a
though.
Canadian accent.
She is fluffy and
Really?
cute. So I mean that's acceptable. Arwen's running around somewhere. Uh, Chris, I think me and Jen both want to know how it is to be as amazing as you personally.
Yeah. Exactly. Chelsea's right.
I
How is how is your French as a Canadian? Awful. It is not the best. Let's just say that. Even though I had to study it for years, it's awful.
I love your alert.
And do you? It's so
That was so
cute.
cute. Oh my god. Um, I think Dagma had a question. What's something you love about yourself that you don't always give yourself credit for?
Oh, what's something I love to give myself credit for? Oh, I don't know. That's a hard one. Um, I guess my resilience, because sometimes I don't feel resilient, but I think that I am. So we'll go with that one.
I like that. That's nice. You should give yourself credit. What is something about streaming? Well, like, what was the hardest part about getting into streaming for you?
Like getting into it or just streaming in general?
Yeah, streaming in general.
The hardest part, I guess, especially when I first started, it would be like battling your own mind, right? Like
Hmm.
to be able to press live or to put yourself out there as a person and a streamer. It's a very challenging thing to do, especially at first. And over time, it kind of gets easier. But at first, like, I would have anxiety before every single stream. Um, and yeah, I would say that was probably the hardest part about getting started and just streaming in general.
And there's the resilience, coming through. You did it. You're here.
I mean, yeah, a little
Yeah, you're doing it.
bit.
Is this something you imagined yourself doing when you were younger? Like, did you have interests in video games or like content creation in general? Or what was the dream for young Jen?
I always loved video games, so video games has always been a part of my life. But no, this was like totally a curveball for me. I never, even when I watched YouTube, because there was some stream or not streamers, but broadcasters that I would watch on YouTube, I never was like, oh, I kind of want to do this. I always thought it was kind of out of my skill set. So I just enjoyed the content. But I guess if my brother didn't give me the idea to try, I wouldn't not be here right now, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's always wild how much you can just think about like life decisions and how like one diversion from that path, like you could be in a totally different
Yeah.
place.
It's crazy where something can lead you, right? Like you start off as nothing and I don't know, it's crazy. It just tumbleweeded. But you,
Mhm.
did you always want to do content creation? Because I know you were on YouTube first, right?
Uh, yeah, I think my dream when I was younger was it was I think dancing. Like I always just wanted to be like a professional
Oh,
dancer.
Chelsea.
Um,
Yeah.
because I danced competitively for many years. Like most of my life was spent just like dancing. And then
Wow.
I was doing some backup dancing. They had us like go into like take acting classes, and then I think I just fell in love with like performance. So I don't know if it was ever like
Mm.
content creation in general, but it was definitely performance. I think my dream was to like be a professional dancer that worked for the FBI. I don't know how that would work because I also wanted to do like like a behavioral analysis for the FBI. That was my dream, like when I was little, plus dancing. So I was like, okay,
That's
I'm gonna be able to
so
like
cute.
go on tour, and then but also I'm like working
Solving.
this like
Yeah.
job for the FBI. um,
That's so funny because when I was younger, like I really guys don't laugh, but I really wanted to be SWAT.
okay,
Like I watched that movie SWAT. I saw Michelle Rodriguez, and I was like, I this is what I should be doing with my life. I should be. So that's really, really, really funny.
yeah, I like SWAT. That's funny too. Is yeah, SWAT is in Canada.
No, it is not.
I was like, is that like a just a universal thing? Everyone has a SWAT.
No, no, it was a pure childhood dream with zero like intelligence behind it.
Does Canada have anything similar to like what our SWAT is here?
That's a really good question. I think we do, but it's definitely not called SWAT. But yeah, like if something happened, there is people that show up for sure. But I don't think it's anything as bad as SWAT.
Okay, yeah. So
Routine.
you can't be swatted. You're safe from that, technically.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not fully sure. Mounties. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I'm sorry. It's Mounties.
Awesome. Thank you for the follow, Headless Boogie. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, the X Files. We could be on the X Files reboot. I would do it.
I would do it too.
Yeah, we could do that for sure. There's a lot of filming that goes on in Canada. A lot of like film
Yeah, like
production.
a big time, especially in Toronto. Big time.
Yeah, so just go over there and we'll get a TV show, or we'll reboot
I'd be
Charlie's
down.
Angels with Dagma.
Yeah, we still got to do that pose and we all meet up one day.
Yeah, which will happen for sure. I
For
believe.
sure. Me too.
um. So, how long have you been streaming for overall right now?
Oh man, I think my first stream was in 2018.
Okay.
So, what is that? Like 7 years?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, 2018, but I didn't really start having like a regular schedule until 2019 is when I started taking it seriously.
Okay. Yeah, 7 years
What
is a
about what
long
about
time.
you actually?
Same, 2018. I started, yeah,
Really?
January of 2018.
I think that was me too. I think it was January of 2018.
Yeah, around the same time. I
Yeah.
watched I watched for a little bit. I watched for like the end half of the year of 2017. So I was like watching my friends
Oh,
on Twitch for a while. And then that's how I like end up streaming myself, just like the community being like, You should do it. You should go for it.
That's so cool to know because I had no idea. So you were on Twitch, saw people doing it, and then you were like, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I just needed
Cool.
something. I really wanted to play the Walking Dead games, so that was like my way to justify, like, okay, I can set time aside and play them because I'm doing this thing. Uh, but yeah, it was, I don't know. It's like one of those decisions, like you said, like, okay, if I would have never just like came on to see my friends do their stream, I probably would have never like created a Twitch account as early as I did.
So did you know that you were going to do like the Walking Dead theme like for your stream, or did that come after you were playing the game?
No, I think I knew I wanted to do the Walking Dead stream. I just was always a big fan of Walking Dead since it came out in 2012. And Lucian, I was watching on Twitch for a while, but I didn't start chatting until the end of the year. I was a lurker. I was a big lurker.
Yeah,
I would just
yeah.
lurk in people's chats, and then finally, like, I think I forget why I just decided like, okay, I'm gonna chat today. I want to do it, so I just made an account. But yeah, it costs nothing to lurk though. You don't have to have an
No, it
account.
doesn't. You gotta start somewhere, right? I feel like that would have been beneficial for me to watch a few streams before streaming. That would have been really great.
Yeah, my friend had like a pretty cool setup and stuff, so I think I just kind of um like not mirrored it, but was like, okay, I need notifications for this, and I did the same as you. I just went on YouTube, and everything I learned was from tutorials. I think like the average, I think his name is Average Gamer or something like that. Shout
Mhm.
out to like their tutorials because I think that was their username. I'm trying to remember what their username. It's like this British guy with glasses. I don't know, and he teaches you how to set up alerts with Streamlabs and how to set up
Yeah,
OBS. And I just watched all those and was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go for it. But yeah, I knew straight away everything was gonna be Walking Dead or horror theme, just because that was my entire
I
life.
love that. I love that because when I see it, like that's what I think of. I think of who is Chelsea, you guys. Like it's
I'm glad. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be like,
yeah.
okay, I want to be like, I want when people like think of like horror or The Walking Dead, I want them to be like, okay, she knows a lot. She has the
Well, like
knowledge.
when I explain to my family or like if I'm talking to my mom, like even today, I was like, "Well, I'm doing an interview with who is Chelsea." She's like this Walking Dead girl. Like she like, like that's always like the background information I give.
Yeah, like you think I sound like Penelope? That's, I will. I mean, not unless you sound like Penelope, but.
Honestly, Chelsea's voice is heaven.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it's not annoying. That's your
No, not
voice. Also,
not at
yeah.
all.
Speaking of voices, you sing. Uh, how did you like? Did do you want to sing when you're younger? Do you just sing casually, or is it something you actually want to like maybe pursue, just like on your own here?
Yeah, so I always sang my whole life, I would say, like even as a kid and stuff like that. But like I'm gonna be honest, like I don't think I have the skill set to do it professionally or anything like that. So it's always just been a fun thing for me. Like it's just something I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I can incorporate it with streams, that's a lot of fun, but it's not something I feel like I could be known for, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. You just don't feel like you have what it takes to
Yeah,
be professionally, so might as
yeah,
well just do
like
it for fun. So there's not that pressure.
exactly.
Yeah, I think your voice is really pretty though. If you guys haven't had a chance to hear Jensa sing, she does it on her stream sometime,
And
and you should check it out for sure. But I believe in you. I'd buy a Jen album for sure. You should call it. You should call your album First Gen Jen.
the first person I'd give it to is you, for
Oh
sure.
my god, I need a signed version of it.
That's so funny.
Professional transition. Thank you, Jason. I don't know why I accidentally pinned that. I was trying to say hi to someone in chat. Um, Hello, Reinhardt. Yes, hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone. And if you're stopping
Welcome,
by,
Raiders.
we're doing an interview right now with amazing Jenneses. You should go check her out. Give her a follow if you aren't already. If we missed anything in chat, just know it's a little hard to see when we do like the interviews sometimes. But if you
Yes.
want to like repost anything, I totally don't mind. If you have a question, I know Dagma asked. Oh, let me go back up. What's one experience that shaped the way you see the world?
Ooh, Dan was so good at this,
I
hey?
know. She should be up here. She should be interviewing.
For real. What's one experience I had that changed my outlook on the world? Oh man. Um, Maybe Twitch. Like that's the first thing that comes to mind. Like maybe the exposure of different people from around the world from Twitch because I've gotten to know people from around the world and it's given me a lot of perspective. Where before I was kind of in my own bubble here in Canada, so I didn't really know too much. So I would say Twitch has changed the way I view the world and view people and view where different outlooks where people come from. It's been very, very life changing in that way.
That's a great
Real hard.
answer. Uh, I know Dagmar wanted me to answer as well. That's a little hard. I feel like there's a couple um different things. I don't know. I feel like life experience that change how I see the world. I'm trying to think. I think it's just something like with being on the internet since I was younger, I guess. Like having that experience, being in the public eye. I don't know.
Mhm.
It just made me realize a lot just about people and how they operate. I think like Twitch is
Oh,
in there
true.
as well because it's the same thing. You just get to talk to so many people or interact with so many people over the world that you just learn. Like we're very similar in a lot of ways. We also differ in some ways, um, and neither is usually like the right way or the wrong way. I don't know. You just learn that like life is more complex than
Big
what you
time.
think when you're younger. You know that people are more complex, uh, which is something I really like.
Yeah, even in terms of like problem solving, I feel like because you're exposed to so many people and stuff and you learn how to problem solve and to navigate issues and how to handle things and it's life changing, really.
Yeah, it's just really, really knowledgeable. I think it's important. Something I wish more people had is just like getting to interact with people all over the world, and
Hmm.
just seeing their perspectives and how they operate. I don't know, just I feel like you humanize the world a lot more and you get out of your like self-centered zone. You're like, okay, yeah, there's other people.
Yes,
Everyone's
I
going through
agree.
their own things all the time. So it
Hmm.
just forces you to think outside yourself, which is nice.
I totally agree with that.
What is something like what is the biggest takeaway you've learned on your streaming journey so far?
The biggest takeaway. Um, there's a few, I guess, but I would say how to like kind of what we were speaking about, like how to navigate people, like so many different people from so many walks of life, is a big skill, that I've learned through that. And then also how to like overcome like your own self, like your own problems and stuff like that. I think that's what I would go with, maybe.
And that's nice. I like that, not only is it just something fun, but also something that just helps you grow as a
Yeah, like
person.
as a person, yeah, like I use so much through Twitch and my also in my real life as well and how I handle things. And actually, I feel like I've gotten, thicker skin almost too because you're
Mhm.
just exposed to so much on the internet and people that when I'm in real life, like things just kind of slide off where before it would be more easy to take it personally. Now it's just kind of like, it's nothing. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Yeah, you have to develop like to say more self-worth, not just that, but just like this this wall of like, okay, what you say cannot affect me because I know who I am or what I'm doing.
Yes, exactly.
Um, what's one of your most memorable experiences that happened because of streaming?
My most memorable experience. I mean, there's been so many. Um, well, I really loved the New Egg thing that we did. Like
Oh
that
yeah.
was the first thing that popped in my head. I thought that was super, super cool. Um, but also TwitchCon. So because of Twitch, it actually was what got me out of the country. That's pretty crazy because I've never left Canada before. So if I, didn't go on Twitch, I probably never would have gone to California. So that's a really good one for me too. Is it like kind of initiated traveling for me?
That's such a fun experience. Is that something you would want to explore more? Do you want to travel more?
Yes, big time.
Where do you
big
want to
time.
go?
Where don't I want to go is the
Yeah,
question.
that's true.
Just because I haven't been to a
Yeah.
lot of places, but like Europe would be amazing. Um, More places in America would be amazing to meet other people. Um, Japan would be amazing. Like there's just never ending answers here, really.
Yeah. No, that I agree. It's just like everywhere. I feel like is
Yeah, like
everywhere an option, an acceptable answer?
it's such a rewarding experience to be able to see the world outside of your own bubble.
Exactly. Um, Question from Dagma again. If you could relive any moment, not to change it, but just to experience it again, what would it be?
Oh wow. Relive any moment? Any moment. Um, I don't know. I guess like if it's stream related, getting partner would be cool to relive because that was like such a happy day for me. That I got to share with my mom and she was like super happy too. So it was just like happy, happy. But haunts and medieval times.
Yeah, hi Meth.
Um, but I guess it would be like something family related where I could experience like with my whole family again, like my mom, my dad, and my brother. Like maybe like something simple like a movie night would be really cool. I would love to experience that over again.
Yeah, just like a good happy
What about
time.
yeah, what about you?
Um, Streaming related? I don't know. It'd be fun just to go back to some of my like original streams, like that first year I was
Yeah.
streaming, and even though I was like pretty frustrated the whole time just because like my setup was never working and always going down, it'd be just nice to like relive it because I think just doing anything for the first time is always just so exciting and like trying to figure stuff out and feeling
Hmm.
that achievement of like, okay, I'm figuring this out, I'm new to this, meeting everybody for the first time again. Just because it's always like it's been such an honor to meet everyone who comes by the streams. Like just getting to have that again would be amazing. If it's personal, I don't know. Honestly, I think it has to be either like a dance competition or my when I hosted the Walking Dead red carpet. That was such just an incredible
Oh my
moment.
God.
And I think I like
Yeah.
blacked out half the time because I was like, "Oh my god, I'm here. I'm actually like talking to these people."
That's
Like
so cool.
just to go back and like relive that whole day because it was just so amazing. Oh my
Were you
god.
nervous?
Yeah, oh my god. I was like shaking like on the first
Oh my
couple
God,
questions. Like
Kelsey.
I just remember like I was like shaking. I had my little like postcards that like I worked on really hard on my questions. Like I went through like every single cast member that I was going to be interviewing and I what's it called? I wrote like detailed questions for like every single member. And so I don't know. I just feel like I put a lot of work into it, and then
Yeah.
just I don't know. On the day, I was like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing.
Honestly, you killed it because I saw like a little bit
Thank
of
you.
it like from a post and you killed it. And that's huge, right?
Oh
Like
my god, thank
that's
you.
God, like when you're older, you're gonna be thinking of that. Like that's never gonna
Yeah,
go away.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's like
that's
where I
awesome.
peaked, honestly.
No, you're still peaked, okay? You
What do you like to do on your downtime when you're not streaming? You know?
downtime. There's a bunch of stuff. So I love anything nature related, like being outside, anything that's related to outside, I love to do. My cat is a big part of my life, so that movies, just like your average, like I'm so boring, you guys. Like I really like boring stuff. I love boring downtime. So that's what I would go with personally. And working out. I guess that's the
Ooh,
least boring thing is I do like to work out outside of streaming, very much so.
that is fun. Working out is a really fun pastime. Are you
It
like a
is.
go into the gym type person? Are you a home gym
Kind
person?
of well, mainly at home, but sometimes the gym just because I don't have everything that I need here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, it is good. We need the workout routine. Uh yeah, also you yeah, you're not boring. I feel like I like the same thing. I'm like if I could have a perfect night, it would just be like cozied up with a blanket and some snacks and a movie. Uh and
yeah.
that is like the most fun. I do not want to go out. I do not want to like do anything. I just
Me.
want to chill.
I'm like at a different age too, where I feel like if I was younger, maybe, but I don't know. I kind of love just doing old girl shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Do you have a top five favorite movies?
Oh, it's so hard. So many people ask that. I guess I'll just pick the ones that are on my letterbox, but like I have an infinite
Real.
amount of favorite movies, to be honest. Like I love film. So, but I love I would say American Psycho is on there.
Okay,
The
it's a
fifth
good one.
the fifth element is on there. I love that
Ooh, I
movie.
love that movie.
Um Pan's Labyrinth is on there and Pulp Fiction.
Okay,
What about you?
that's a really good list. I really like From Dusk Till Dawn, which is a Robert Rodriguez Quentin Tarantino film. Jaws,
Ooh.
La La
Yeah, I love
Land.
Quentin Tarantino. Oh, La La Land. I've
Yeah,
actually never seen that.
really. Do
Really.
you like romantic stuff
I do.
and,
Yeah.
and musicals?
I love musicals.
Okay, I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it a lot.
I should give it a shot.
Yes. Oh my God, please, please let me know what you think of it. I love La La Land. Uh, I know we need to do a La La Land watch party. Let's do a cross
I'd be
platform.
so down to join that.
Yeah, can like host it together or something. That'd be fun. I've always wanted to do that. I think it'd be fun to do like a cross like just collaboration, but just like for simple stuff like movie nights. Um, and just
Yeah.
get like a bunch of people together because it's more fun. You just have like a
I
group.
love movie nights. It's so much fun to experience a movie all together.
Yeah, it's super fun. Um, the other two, Super 8 and Clueless.
Oh my God, you picked Clueless.
Yeah.
Let's
I love
go.
Clueless. I don't know. It's like a guilty pleasure movie. I know it's like
Me
not
too.
cinematically great, but it's funny, it's witty, it's cute, it's girly
It's
pop.
so cute.
And
Yeah, as if, you
yeah,
know?
as if gag me with the spoon. Like I just love and then her like outfit choices in the
Oh,
beginning. It's so
fashion in that
good.
movie. It's art. Yeah, exactly what Dagna said. It's art.
Yeah, exactly. I've not seen I've not seen Goodfellas. Have you seen Super 8 though?
No, what's that?
Okay, I really think you'll like Super 8 just because it has to deal with aliens. And it's sci-fi.
Oh.
And it's a Steven Spielberg like kids on bike type movie.
Oh, is it 80s?
It's not from the 80s, but it is based in the 70s and 80s.
Okay, I love that vibe.
Yeah, so it's like a newer film, like with the, that just has like an older feel to it.
Yeah, I love those vibes. So it's kind of like ET-ish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Think of like a more modern kind of ET type thing. Um, oh, I don't know. I just honorable mention, but the Fast and Furious movies.
Do you love them?
Yes. I'm sorry, not. Oh my God, why say Fast and Furious? Sorry, hold up. Back to the Future. My brain. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Back to
It's
the
so cooked.
Future.
My brain is so cooked.
Same,
The Back to the
same.
Future trilogy. Dude, I don't know what I'd be saying half the time. I just be yapping, and half the time
Same.
it's incorrect.
Me too.
Incorrect yapping.
I lie all the time. Like people just don't listen to me. I'm always lying by accident.
Also, Gamor, I'm totally gonna act like I didn't see you say that I look like I'm gonna go rob a bank after the street.
I love it though. She's got
I
a
didn't
go
want to take off
pack.
the hoodie.
Leave her
Okay.
alone.
I know. Speaking of that, I one thing I also love about you is your fashion sense. Like I love fashion and clothes so much, and I feel like you
Me
just have
too.
like a good style. Like,
So do you,
oh my
though.
God,
Like I've seen it, girl. Like when
thank
you
you.
post on Twitter, I'm like, damn, Kelsey, let's go.
No, thank you. Do you have like any inspiration or like a style you say you like the most?
Oh, that's the problem with me is I can't stick to one thing. Like I'm so all over the place.
Girl.
So I don't have like one specific style. I kind of like flip flop all over, like just, I'm a flip flopper. So, but if it gives me like a vibe of a time or a movie or something I really enjoy, I'm about it. So like for example, Clueless. If I got an outfit that reminded me of Clueless, it's gonna be one of my favorite outfits ever, and I'm gonna love wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something that reminds me of like the Victorian era, because I love that era, I love Victorian horror. I'm gonna wear it. So it's stuff that reminds me of things that I love or like people that I love or actresses that I love, stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I like that. Also, yeah, tonight I love your outfit. I'm obsessed right now with the like the see-through shirts, like just like
Ooh,
something over and then you put the shirt under. I
yeah,
have so many tops like that. I'm like, I need to stop
me
buying them,
too.
but they hit
Me too.
every single
They do
time.
hit. They do. And like I
Like,
feel like it can change an outfit completely. Like you can wear it under like a tank top or like a vest or like, anything and it's just like always a different outfit. I love it. I'm obsessed too.
exactly. It's so good. Sassy, I
Mhm.
know we were just talking about movies. For me, mine is From Dusk Till Dawn. It's a good like horror film if you're into
Oh,
that.
I have seen From Dusk Till Dawn actually. So
Okay.
wait, are you like have you seen all the zombie movies?
Yeah, mostly I would say like a lot, all the popular ones for sure.
So did you hear how they're doing a 28 years later?
Yeah, we watched the trailer. I'm so excited for it.
Me
I
too.
really like that it seems from the trailer the movie is going to focus on how they're rebuilding society and
Um,
how people are adapting to it. I just love stories like that. I love when they can, not just like focus on the zombies, but more of the conversation of how is society adapting to this and like what are the rules we're going to follow. I just think that's much more of an interesting story.
Me too. I actually enjoy that as well. That's why The Walking Dead appealed to me for that reason. And The Last of Us. Like, I kind of
Yeah.
love to see how things work when the world falls apart and how people act. It's very, very interesting. A lot of story content there.
Yeah, you played The Last of Us as well. Are you watching the TV show?
Oh, yeah. Did you see the trailer for the new
Yeah.
season?
It looks so
It,
good.
it looks so good. I'm so pumped.
I'm so ready. I know, and it's so hard to like not spoil anything because I don't know like who's played the game and who hasn't.
Yeah,
And I
I
don't know how they're
know.
gonna exactly adapt the second season. So
Hmm.
it's gonna be super interesting to see what they do with it.
I know. Well, like, I don't want to say anything even now, but like if you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like what's gonna happen? I don't know.
I know.
Yeah. More Pedro Pascal content's always good as well.
Hmm. Yeah,
Anything, we'll take anything we
absolutely.
can get. Uh,
Him as Joel. Oof.
do you have a favorite video game at the moment or favorite game you've played in the past?
There's so many. There's two that I'm going to mention. One, Persona 5, just because
Mhm.
it's like, it's just everything. It was a big part of my streaming. It's a big part of my community. And it was just one of those games that I eat, breathed, and lived Persona 5 for like 7 months. It's
Mhm.
just a part of me now. But another one would have to be Ghost of Tsushima. Like I did play that completely off stream, but that game was my life. I loved that game. It's so good. What about you? That's a really
Ooh.
good question.
Okay. I haven't played either of those games, and I own both of them, so I do need to play at some point. Favorite game? Well, the Walking Dead Telltale games
Hmm.
are all amazing story
They
games to
are.
me.
They
And
really
I
are.
really like The Last of Us and Portal. I feel like Last of Us for me
Oh,
was just such a beautiful game and also just the storytelling and then also big, zombie fan. I just
a
like
hundred
that
percent.
it was like a good story and it's also horror, but there's so many. I just want to like name every single one I played. I'm also a really big fan of all the Resident Evil games.
Oh, I love Resident Evil 2. There's a soft spot for that for me. It's
Yeah.
just really nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah, just like one of my favorite
What
game
about Silent
series.
Hill?
I
Silent
was
Hill
about
2,
to
because I've
name
seen
that.
it.
I
Were you?
love
Okay.
Silent Hill.
Yeah,
Dude, I played
yeah.
Silent Hill 1 and 2, the originals on PS2, and then
I saw that.
the remake recently. I know you're playing it as well. You finished it, right?
The remake, yeah. And how did you like it? Did you love it?
Yeah, it was so incredible. It was
It was.
so beautiful. I like how they didn't really change much, but they just updated things that needed to be updated. It was really awesome.
Yeah, the boss fights too, I thought were so unique. Like it was always changing and always different and never repetitive. And I was like, that's really cool. Like something I don't experience all the time, especially like horror-based games. So Silent Hill 2 was really up there for me when it comes to like scary games. I loved it.
What are you playing right now?
I'm playing God of War Ragnarok for the first time. You played that as well, right?
No, I haven't. I really
No, you
want to
haven't.
though. Yeah, I've heard a lot of
Oh,
good stuff
it's
about it.
good. Yeah, it's really. You played the first one?
I played the PS3 one, but not, yeah. So I
Oh,
haven't played anything from the new series, but
you would
I really
love
want
it.
to. Yeah, it looks like something right up my alley because it's one of those just
Yeah.
story-based games. Looks like the combat is exactly what I like because it reminds me a lot of like Uncharted type games, and I love
Yes.
Uncharted.
I haven't played Uncharted, but I was close to because I love like the Tomb Raider games, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
Uncharted is close to Tomb Raider, but I haven't given it a shot. But I should, right? Like I heard it's great.
Okay, I know this is probably not a popular opinion, but I personally liked Uncharted more than Tomb Raider.
Really?
Yeah,
So I gotta give it a shot so I could have like an opinion on it because I have none right now. All I
yeah.
know is Tomb Raider.
Oh my gosh, yes, definitely play the Uncharted series if you get
I
a
will.
chance. It's so so good. I know games are long though. I just started Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I'm like, I'm gonna be playing
You
this probably
did?
till the end of the year.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's my next game, so I'm like booked up. Games do take a really long time.
I know people are like, play this game, play this game. I'm like, guys, I think I'm booked until summer right now, just with this singular game, and that's all I'm playing.
Jason's asking how are you liking it because it's his game. It's totally his
Oh,
game.
Rebirth? Oh my gosh, it's so fun. I think I just spent the last stream. I think I spent like 4 to 5 hours just doing side quests, and I just started the game, so I'm like not even really into the main story yet. I'm just doing the side quests, trying to find all the
Awesome.
Moogles, riding my chocobo
Oh,
everywhere. That's true. I spent the
stop.
stream petting chocobos. That's true. Because there's baby
Ah.
chocobos in it. I don't think that's a spoiler, but there's baby chocobos, and you can pet them, and it's so cute. I'm sorry. I
There's
don't know if I just
baby.
ruined that.
No,
Sorry.
you didn't. No, you're
Okay.
fine. There's baby chocoballs. That just makes me
Yeah.
want to play it even more.
Yeah. I
That's wild.
it's so so cute. Yeah, hopefully that wasn't a spoiler. I'm so sorry. I realized
You're
that.
it's not. No,
Okay.
you're fine. That just made me want to play it even more. Like I'm so pumped.
Yeah, it's so cute. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a chocobo back there with a face hugger on it from Alien. I don't know if you've seen the Alien movies.
I love the alien movies. It's my
Dude,
favorite horror movies.
did you watch the new one that came out?
Yes.
Oh my
Did you
god.
like it?
Yes, it was so incredible. I didn't have high hopes because a lot of the last, like Romulus, stuff like that, kind
Same.
of not great. But that movie was so freaking good. It was like one of my favorite
So good.
movies that came out that year.
Same, me too. So I was in the same boat. I was like not expecting much because Romulus and
Mhm.
even Prometheus or whatever, they were okay, but they weren't like, like Alien One status. But when I watched this one, it gave me those vibes and it felt like a video game. And I was like, that scene is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I loved it. It was awesome.
I know it was so freaking good. Did have you
They
seen
gave
Sorry, what were you gonna say? I didn't mean to
I was
cut you
gonna
off.
say they gave us everything that we wanted, face huggers, you name it.
Yeah, it felt just really like an homage to the original '70s
Yeah.
version, and it was definitely like a fan's dream. And the creatures were so crazy.
Agreed. Sorry, but I interrupted you.
Oh no, you
You
were
were
good. Also, Mr.
gonna
Cynical wants you to know that they have a really big Pokemon card collection. They want you to
Oh, let's go. That's
notice that.
awesome. Hell yeah.
You know what? Hell yeah, let's go. I was like, wait, what was my question? Oh yeah, I was just gonna ask if you've seen Interstellar.
Yes, actually, it's funny. I just rewatched it like a couple weeks ago. So I've seen it before, and then I watched it again. And yeah, I love Interstellar. What about you?
Yeah, so I had never seen it up until last year when it re-released in IMAX. Uh, and so for some, like somehow I managed to go all that time with never knowing exactly what the movie was about,
Wow.
never
Yeah,
hearing
yeah.
any spoilers, and seeing it on IMAX was such an incredible experience. But that's how I was gonna be like, okay, if you're into sci-fi and stuff, I was like,
Oh, I
you
love
probably
Interstellar.
love the movie.
I saw it in theaters like when it came out, and
Mm.
that scene especially where it's like, they're on that where they're living and it makes like the loop. Seeing that in
Yeah.
IMAX was mind blowing at the time. I was like, this is crazy. I feel like I'm actually in space right now.
Yeah, there's a part that actually genuinely like jump scared me and it shouldn't just because like the screen is so big and the sounds are
Yeah.
so loud. It was a fun experience because it felt like an experience and it's fun when you can go to movies and feel something.
Yeah, and just the story behind it and the science is really, really amazing. I love that movie.
Have you seen Nope?
I did. I saw it in theaters as well, actually.
Okay. Yeah, another good alien sci-fi
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. I'm a sci-fi. I watch a lot of sci-fi
Yeah.
guys.
Are you excited for the new Naughty Dog game that is going to be space themed? I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't know if you've seen the
Oh,
trailer, but Naughty Dog's next game is a space themed game.
I can't put a thought to it right now, but now that you mention it, I do think that there was a game that I saw on like some kind of showcase that looked amazing, and it was a space game. So I'm wondering if it's that one.
Yeah, maybe chat will have intergalactic
Among Us
something.
3D.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm excited for Among Us the game. Oh, yes, Death Stranding too. Did you ever play Death Stranding?
No, but I was talking about it the other day and how I should play it. So I should play it, right?
Yes. I okay.
Yeah.
I personally love Death Stranding. A lot of people didn't. They called it the walking simulator, but I think it
Yeah,
was a
that
lot of fun. I thought it was a lot of
that's what
fun.
I
It was chill. It was vibey. I liked it.
that's what I heard. Yeah, everyone was saying was a walk. But I don't think I'd mind it. It'd probably be like a personal game that I play, so I wouldn't play it on stream. But yeah, it's on my list for sure.
Oh yes, Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet. Yeah, maybe you guys should if you ever have time, check out the trailer. I think you'd be into it. It's a sci-fi game.
Oh, so is that what it's called?
Yeah,
The Heretic
Intergalactic.
Prophet?
Wordy title. Yeah. A little bit, but we love a good Naughty Dog game
I'm saving that.
in 2026. We're going to get that before GTA 6 as well.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Would you say you're into like social media? Do you find yourself like going on TikTok? Or do you ever like scroll? Are you into the memes?
I don't have TikTok currently.
Damn.
It's just I know, right?
I know,
Everybody
no,
says that.
that's so good. Like don't
Is
don't
it?
become brain rotted like us, all right? Stay safe out there.
Because like even when Neko sends me something, she'll be like, I have to find it on Instagram because I know you don't have TikTok. But I try to limit it as much as possible because I already feel like I'm on socials really like a lot. So I try not to add more into the mix, but it is challenging because TikTok is used quite a bit.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, don't go to the dark side. All right, please don't get brain rotted. Stay safe. Do you like to cook at all?
Yeah, I do actually. I especially like things like baking. I like to bake.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
That's a good question. My favorite thing to cook? Probably like sweets. Like I love making cinnamon bread and stuff like that just because it's such a process and seeing how it like comes to be is really fascinating. Like it starts off as I don't know, it's just cool. Like you let it rise and it looks completely different and then you cook it and then on top of that it just tastes really good, right? So sweets is probably my favorite thing to cook, oddly enough, which I can't eat right now. So
No sweets?
no sweets for me right now.
Okay, that's all right. I need to do that too. I'm
She
trying to
made it up.
cut out sugar, but it's so hard, like added
It's
sugars.
so it's so hard. That's basically what I'm doing. Like I'm like, okay, I really want to focus on lowering my cortisol levels, right? Because it's like the problem with everything. So I'm on this little scientific, journey with that. And it is so hard to quit processed sugar, but it's been really rewarding so far.
That's awesome. Yeah, exactly. Slay queen for real. Um, what's something about you that most people don't notice but means a lot to you?
Something about me that most people don't notice, but it means a lot to me. Ooh, I don't know. Um, I actually have no idea. Maybe maybe it sounds like pretentious to say, but like my intellect, like my ability to have a conversation about anything
Hmm.
or like what I think about things. I think maybe people don't notice that right away about me. So I would say like my brain, like how
Aw,
my brain works.
that's sweet. Yes, exactly. More people need to know how smart you are. I feel like
Well,
a
not even
while.
like how
What were you saying?
not even how smart. Yeah, not even how smart I am. Like I wouldn't say that because I'm like, I'm average. But I do I do feel like I have the ability to converse about a lot of topics, I guess.
Hmm.
Trying out sci-fi comedy. What about you? That's,
That's
like,
awesome. I don't
such a
know.
good question that I've never thought about before.
Um, yes, Jen is hella smart. But yeah, it could be hard when you feel like people don't take you seriously. And that you can't have a
Yeah,
conversation about anything because they only know one thing about you. So they just assume certain things instead of being like, okay,
yeah.
she can do that. Um, yeah, that is a difficult question. I think for me, like, just on like a general basis, which I feel like, more people talk to me, they'll know, but I think it's my sense of humor. Because
Yes.
like I know I do like more like family friendly streaming or whatever. And then like when I go to other chats or things, people are like, "Oh, I need to tone it down. I need to not." And it's like, "No, I'm totally like I don't know, chill." I feel like I find a lot of things
Yeah.
funny and my scope of humor is like
It's
very ranged, I love everything from
yeah.
silly puns to very dark humor. I love sarcastic dry humor. Um I feel like I just enjoy a lot of types of like comedy and understand nuances in comedy, but I feel like that's not something people ever really notice
I
or
can
understand.
totally see that, yeah, because like, especially with stream, like, if you're trying to conduct your stream in a specific way, they don't know the whole scope of you, right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's very good answer. But you're hilarious.
Oh my
Oh my
god, thank
god.
you. I'll cry right now.
Like,
I
e
just, I just want to
even
be
when I
funny.
watch your videos, like, when you post on Instagram, like, I am literally like, "Chelsea, I'm dying right now."
Oh my god, thank you. No, I just like being a little silly sometimes, you
Yeah,
know?
being silly is fun. Imagine life not being silly. Give me a break.
Exactly. You know, we need
Yeah.
we need a little whimsy in
Yeah.
life. Just bring
Oh,
whimsy
laugh a
back.
little bit.
Yeah.
Whimsy.
Like, why can't we just, why does everything gotta be so serious?
Yeah, like, why can't we laugh at ourselves a little bit?
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why like I'll have like humor sometimes and maybe my humor just doesn't come across. I'll be like super sarcastic. And if I don't mean it, like I also do like sometimes self-deprecation humor, but I try to stop because a lot of people don't understand and they take
Yeah,
it
yeah,
seriously. I'm like, this is
yes,
definitely not serious, you know?
yeah.
Um
I
it's
grew
hard.
up with self-deprecation humor. It was, like, very popular, so the sarcasm of it and everything, so I definitely get what you're putting down,
I feel
you
like
know?
it was very because I feel like we're both older. I'm not saying like it's a Gen Z thing. I'm just saying like for the time we grew up in, I feel like even in media, that was the type of humor we had a lot growing up. So I feel like it's second nature,
Yes.
but the newer like I don't know, just like social media stuff doesn't really have that type of humor. So it's interesting also just to watch humor change throughout I guess throughout the timeline.
I
And then so like things
know.
you find funny or you do like won't be funny to other people and they just don't get it because it's like, wait, no, I promise like in the like from 90s humor, like this was funny. All right?
I know, cause like, especially when I go back and I watch older comedy movies, I'm like, "This is, like, not a thing anymore, like, this is completely different." It's crazy how much
Yeah.
it's evolved.
Yeah, I know those you'll see movies and you're like people would not like this type of humor today.
No, no, yeah, it really it does depend where and how you grew up, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's fun about it too, just like the sociology of humor basically.
Mhm, I love dark humor too specifically, so I know what you mean by that.
Yeah, yeah. That one is super fun. To go back to streaming and your career on it. So it's been 7 years so far. Where do you see this going? Do you have a plan, or is it more just like I'm just gonna go live and just have fun and write it, or do you have like a plan that you would like to see come to fruition throughout the next, just next how many years?
Yeah, no, I have 0 plan just
Really?
because I feel like for me, like, like even when I started Twitch, it was very the same mindset. Like I didn't know what was going to come from it, or I didn't know where I would be with it. It's the same now. So like I don't know what's going to come from it. I don't know where it's going to be with it. Like I don't, it's like hard to say with streaming. So I'm kind of just living in the moment, and if it's successful and it's doing well, great. And I would love to tumbleweed that if it's there. But if it isn't, it isn't, and that's okay too.
Okay, that's
So
nice.
that
That's
yeah,
fun.
that's my view on it. It definitely puts a lot less pressure on it, so I don't see it as like have to do this, I have to be good at this. But it is something I would like, but we'll see how the cards kind of play out and I'll adjust as I see them. But what about you? Like, do you have like goals for streaming that you're working towards or anything like that?
Yeah, I would say I have to like plan personally just because I feel like that's just how my brain operates, where it's like,
Right.
okay, I need to feel like I'm working towards something.
Hmm.
So I think in the future, I think Twitch ambassador is something I would really like to achieve, and just working more within the Twitch community,
Hmm.
and being able just to make the platform grow because I love this platform so much, and I would just like to see it still flourish. And I don't know, I just want to also get out more. I've been trying to do more IRL streams. I just want to add like more
I've noticed, and I
production value
love
and
it,
stuff.
by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you get to go to like a lot of cool like there's so many cool places in California, I feel like, because like every time you do a stream, I'm like, oh my God, this exists? Like this is crazy. That's so cool.
Yeah, there's so much going on all the time here. So sometimes it's fun, but also a little overwhelming, which I would love to talk to you about after this, this question, because I'm just always obsessed with how different things are based on where you grew up, where you live. But like, yeah,
Big
here in
time.
California,
Yeah.
it's so busy all the time. Like every night, there is something you could be doing. Every second of the day, you could plan out and be at like a different event. And so sometimes it's like super fun. It's like cool, but then I'll like it's also just like it feels very overwhelming where I'm like, okay, I get FOMO if I'm just like staying at home when
I get that.
everyone is doing
Yeah.
something all the time. But I'm a homebody, so half the time I just be staying home anyways. But yeah, I would like to do more IRL streams, do more dancing streams. I don't know, just more variety shows. Um, I guess would be the goal. Yeah, I don't know exactly where I would take it. It's just something I like love to just be more creative with what
Yeah,
I'm doing.
I totally get that. And like, especially with the what you've been doing, like the IRL streams, like that's such a good avenue to go down. And like because you live in such a spot where you could really explore, it's 10 out of 10 content for sure.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, the
I
goal
love it.
is
Yeah.
traveling streams, and like I what I would love to do is
Ah,
like come to Canada and then like visit my streamer friends and say you're down, and then so it's like okay, so we go IRL stream somewhere, and like you get to show me more about the place you're from.
yeah.
Um,
That is very cool because not it's kind of like what we talked about with Twitch on like how it's cool to see everybody's perspectives, but you're also going out there and showing people. Like that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I would love to do. That's the dream if we can make it happen.
Definitely you can make it.
Thank you.
100%.
Yeah, if you're ever down, come out. You want to
Yeah,
do some
always down.
streams. It'd be so fun.
Always down.
Hi Brianna, how are you doing? I think I saw some other questions in here. So go up. Oh yes, I want to talk about sponsorship. I don't know if you also want that. Also, you should apply for ambassador as well if you haven't already. I think you're
Oh,
a great contender.
that's so sweet. But honestly, I feel like it's in your stars like 100%. Like I see who is Chelsea as ambassador. Like I
Oh,
already feel
thank you.
like you are an ambassador. You're just very uniting and you do so much work for so many people. Like you would be amazing for that.
Oh my gosh, what the hell? Thank you.
Are you kidding?
That's too
I
kind.
win.
um, okay, I know we had some other questions in here. I just want to go up and get that. And often I feel like our communities are so intertwined that the chat doesn't even feel like it's merged right now. I love that though, Pure Frags. I know. So amazing to see people I also haven't seen in a while because I know we have different streaming schedules. And it's hard for people to hit like every stream. So I don't know about you, but I know this sounds like a little parasocial, and I guess it is in a way, but I remember most people who come through my streams, right? So whenever
Mhm.
someone's been gone for like a year and they come back, it's like, oh my God, tell me everything. How are you? How is your life? I want to update because, I remember when you were here like in 2018, like what's going on now? Like it's been 5 years
I know.
and I get so
Yeah.
excited. I'm like, I want to know. Just tell me everything. How's your family? How's it going?
No, I feel that way too, especially because like, I was going through the VODs because you know how you can only have, like, a certain amount now? So
Yeah.
I was, like, trying to see which ones I wanted to delete it, so I was going back pretty far, and I would see, like, a name in a chat that I was like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen them in a while, like, I hope they're okay, I wonder how they're doing," like, so yeah, like, that's I remember people very well, so I work the same way.
Yeah. It could be hard because I know like I don't want to like break the boundary or whatever sometimes, but I think about people, I'm like, it's been
Me
5
too.
years. Do I message them? Like,
Yeah, I
yo, just
know,
want
I
to see
know.
how you're doing. Like, because it's so hard. They'll just like come in, say hi, or like they'll be a big part of your community for like a year. And then it's, it's like maybe they get a family, maybe they get a different job, or they just stop going on
Mhm.
Twitch. Um,
But I think
you
that's
know?
why, like, specifically, I love you so much as a streamer is because you're very community based. Like, you can tell that when you're streaming and you're talking to your community, you really care about everybody and you give them all attention and you talk to them and stuff like that. I love those streamers. Those streamers have a really special place in my heart. They're my favorite kind. So that doesn't even surprise me that you think of those things and your brain goes there. So although you don't want to cross boundaries, it also kind of shows like how kind of a human being you are.
Oh, well, thank you. I think it's the same for you, though. I feel like you read every single message in chat, and I just like always admired just like how kind and how you like just like talk to chat and deal with people in general. Like I've been there like when I feel like you've had trolls or
Yeah,
on certain days, and I feel like
yeah.
you always just carry such like poise and grace, and it's just something I've always looked up to. Like, whether you feel like it
Oh,
or not, I feel
same.
like you always come across as like super put together and
Aw,
knowledgeable and well spoken. And so that's something I've just like always admired. It's always a good time like coming into your stream. It always feels like everyone there is having a good time. And that's
aw,
like the even an ounce of that is what I hope to cultivate as well. It's just like, okay, just a place where people can just come, hang out, and be chill. And that's definitely the vibes I get whenever I come to your
same
stream.
here. Like that's awesome. Like that's amazing coming from you. Seriously, thank you.
Jason.
I'm
Jason,
Chelsea's troll.
real. I'd be laughing at everything though. For real. Jason is like one of the funniest mother truckers out
He
there.
really is.
That's crazy. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I want to be as funny as him.
Same, right? Like, what's life like being just hilarious all the time?
uh, oh, thank you, Dagma. Thank you for being here and supporting both of us.
I know,
Dagma's
like
actual
this so
angel.
sweet.
Um,
An actual angel,
I
yes.
know. So I hope I'm not
Like
taking up too
actual.
much of your time. I do have like a few more
Not at
topics I
all.
want to talk about.
Definitely, yeah, you're totally good with time.
Okay. Um, yeah, I wanted to know, like, obviously, well, one, don't dox yourself or whatever, but yeah, I would love to know more about Canada and your
Uh,
experience growing up there.
um, so Canada. Canada is like all I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. It has a lot of nature here, but also I'm not far from the city. So like it has a bit of both. I have the city, I have nature. So it's the best of both worlds for me. Um, you know, since expanding to talking to more people around the world, um, I will say that I love the people here. I think they're really, really kind for the most part, but it's no different really from a lot of places in the States either.
Mm-hmm.
Like but I guess if I had to pinpoint one thing, I'd say the nature aspect is very, very different.
Yeah, I've seen your like videos, or sometimes you'll go out on bike rides. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you living in a fairy tale book? What is going on? Some of the scenery I see, I'm like, what the heck? I'm from LA, so everything is
Yeah.
just like big cities, cars everywhere, traffic, beep beep. You have to go out pretty far to, you have to drive a little way to get like see green or see the desert or something. Like everything's always like a 2 to 3 hour drive. So when I just see you biking, in freaking like the Hobbit land, I'm like, what is going on?
Well, it's funny because Cyber, he's like a very good friend of mine. He's from California, so whenever he sees me, he's like, "How are things so green there?" Like, so you literally live in like the greenest place, and I'm just like, yeah. But yeah, the nature here is really, really nice. And although I find like I live in Ontario, like the province, I find Ontario very big.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we go on vacation, we go up north. So that's even in more country land. So it's just basically like forestry and cabins. And so I grew up with that a lot, like just kind of being in the forest in a cabin. and that was vacationing to me. So when I see other versions of vacationing, I'm like, oh, that is totally different from what I grew up with, but very, very cool. I like experiencing different things.
Yeah, no, that is awesome. What was the,
Would you
sorry, what were you saying?
would you ever like take a trip to Canada, like vacation to Canada, do you think? Like
Oh,
even Alberta or BC?
absolutely. I've thought about it a lot just because it looks beautiful. I watch a lot of Anthony Bourdain. I don't know if you've seen his show. Um,
No,
so
I haven't.
his stuff is, well, I think just something I would love to do where he just travels. And he was a
Oh,
professional chef, so he goes mainly for the food, but his show is really low key where he just talks to people, gets to know them, gets to know their country, and then like learns about their culture through their food. Uh, so
cool.
that is something I would love to do is be able to like to travel there, learn about the food, learn about the culture. But I think the main reason I wanted to go to Canada is I do have a lot of streamer friends in Canada. I feel like
Yeah,
all the
to
like
see visit everybody.
nicest streamer
Hmm.
friends are all in Canada. And I'm like, okay, I just need to go one day. It'd be so cool.
There is a lot of Canadian streamers here because like even when there's like fan expo or something, like I meet so many people and I'm like, oh, you're here and like you're here. It's like that's so cool. So yeah, I
Yeah.
totally get that.
No, it's nice that there's like a community over there as streamers as well.
Yeah,
Because I know I'm
for
not sure if
sure.
you feel the same way when you're starting, but sometimes Twitch can feel pretty isolating. You know, you're just
Yes.
going on and then, you know, talking to people. But, you know, sometimes you'll just deal with unique issues and you're just like, I don't know who to talk to about this. I don't know who would
No, 100,
understand
yes,
this.
100%. It's actually quite hard to not feel that way. You know what I mean? Like when you find your friends on Twitch, that's like one thing, but then some people stop streaming and they like, and it's like constantly changing. And so yeah, I totally get that feeling.
Yeah. Oh, Skittles, I didn't know you were from Canada.
Yeah, I've got to meet Skittles a bunch of times in Toronto.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know you went to your first con like a few years back and now you've been going pretty regularly. How has that been
Yeah,
going?
I love it. It's so much fun, especially with friends, right? And we kind of all go, so it's the best.
Aw, that's so cool. And do you ever cosplay?
I haven't yet, but I've been thinking about it. It's one of those things where it's like, do I want to be super hot? You know what I mean? Because
Oh, that's just
it's
you in
like in the
general.
summer. Yeah, so it's like yeah, because you live in California, right?
Yeah.
In the summer, it's like really hot. So I'm like, how much do I want to sweat today?
Yeah, that is true. Anytime there's something with a wig, like trying to go to Comic-Con
Yeah,
in
yeah.
July, and it's like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm not wearing a wig. That's crazy.
Wigs are an experience. Like they're hard for me. I'm really bad with wigs and contacts. Like I just can't do it.
Oh my gosh, Black Koopa is also Canadian. Yeah. Canadian fam
Mhm.
rise up. MF, I'm so sorry. So in 2022, TwitchCon, I went on a roller coaster. I used to have really bad coaster anxiety. And so I would have to like
Oh,
scream in order to get rid of it. And I
aw.
definitely screamed in MF's ear. And now what's crazy is I don't have coaster anxiety anymore. I don't really even scream on coasters.
Really?
So
How long did it take you to get over that?
Um, it kind of stopped in 2023. I don't know.
Okay.
I think I just went through this like kind of life changing event, and then I think roller coasters just stopped being like scary. Like that anxiety part, my
Yeah.
brain went away. Um, so I don't know. It's just like a weird switch in my brain that I'm still trying to understand. But like I'll get a little bit anxiety if I've never been on the ride before, but nothing as bad as like I had. You know, like I can get on a ride and
Yeah.
probably just like sit there.
Exposure therapy is real. Like it's real and it works. That's for sure.
Yeah. Do you have a fear that you felt like you had and you had to overcome it?
Mm, I think if I had to pick one, like over time, I became extremely introverted, like even before Twitch. I was just like extremely introverted. Like I just didn't want to go meet people or go out with anybody really. So I had to really fight through that and force myself and push myself and make myself really uncomfortable. And I found I completely and utterly got over that. Now it's very, very easy for me to meet new people and to do things and stuff like that. Like there's still a
Hmm.
little bit of work, but not too much.
That's
So that's
awesome.
changed completely. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I was gonna say because you came out to the States. I was trying to think. I feel like I've seen
Yeah.
you two times, but you came out to Vegas as well,
I
right?
did. Yeah.
How
I
was your
loved
Vegas
Vegas.
experience?
It was I loved it, just because well, it was different from San Diego. San Diego was really cool because it was very community based, and I was with my friends all the time, and I loved that.
Yeah.
But Vegas felt like a trip for me because it's Vegas. So to see like movie scenes that have been on there and to like check out the restaurants and like famous places and like to see it with my
Yeah.
own eyeballs for like because I don't travel, it was like for the first time I was like seeing something that I saw on TV with my own eyeballs was very, 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 very cool. Like I was excited and happy the whole time, no matter what I was doing. I was just like, I'm in Vegas, you know?
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I know Vegas was so hard to like see people, so I'm glad I got to see you at that one
Me
event because it was just
too.
like, yeah, everyone was going out doing things all the time. So how Vegas feels like that is pretty much how it is in California when you live in LA. And like there's like all those
Mm,
things. You're like, okay, I could just be out all the
there's
time and
this and
forget
this.
life.
Yeah. It's so true. And actually, like the fact that I even ran into you was like almost an accident because I was about to leave. Like it was like getting late and we were like about to head out and then Randall found me randomly. And like then that's how I got to see you. It was super cool. I was meant to be.
I know. It was awesome. Shout out
It
to
was.
Randall.
Did you like have you been to Vegas before? Like was that your first time?
No, I went a lot as a kid because I did dance competitions and all of
Oh,
our final
cool.
dance competitions. So you go through like a lot of competitions and you qualify, and then you go to like a semifinals and you have finals. So all our finals were in Vegas usually. So I kind of went yearly as a kid. But that was the first time. 2023 was the first time, I guess second time. But that we went to Vegas as an adult, but the first time I went was in 2020, so that didn't count. Everything was closed down. It was
Oh,
COVID, and we went
yeah,
out to
yeah,
do
yeah.
haunts. So it was like my
Okay.
first time in Vegas as an adult. Like, oh, I can walk in here. You know,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
get like I don't drink or like play slots or what's it called, gamble or anything.
Right.
So I don't partake in anything Vegas has to offer that would have been different from when I was a kid. But it's just cool because I could be there. Like, yeah, I'm
Yes,
in this
I
room.
know
I could show my ID. I can be in this room. Hell yeah.
I know exactly what you mean by that. Like, yeah. It's just like I'm like I'm here and I'm an adult.
Exactly. So
Yeah, yeah.
that was a lot of fun. It was cool. I was just super tired the whole time. I was in school, so I was actually doing assignments every single time I got back to my
Oh,
hotel room. I had a big research project due. So I was working on that, and then I was also dealing with allergies because I'm actually very allergic to cigarettes and cigarette
oh,
smoke.
are you?
Yeah, so it was not a great time just because
Yeah,
of
that's
that.
sad. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so like
yeah.
that's hard.
But other than that,
Yeah.
it was chill and it was good seeing everyone. But yeah, I was interested to hear your experience just because it's very different from San
Yeah,
Diego.
I loved it. It was a lot of fun for me, for sure. I mean, I'm really easy to please though. Like I'm not hard, you know.
Same.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Like,
just
I'm
give
just
me
like
like a
happy to be there.
Reese's peanut butter cup and like a cup of coffee, and I'm like, yeah, what are we doing? We're watching the wall, like the wall dry. I'm good with it.
Same, same.
It's so
I'm
fun.
the same way.
Um, so I had a couple of things I shared with you earlier that I just thought would be fun to cover as topics, but I want to know if there was something that you've bought under $100 that changed your life.
This is such a hard question because I feel like things are just always $100 now.
Yeah.
Like it's just changed so much. Um, but under $100 that's changed my life. Hmm. I mean, I guess like the game Persona 5, that is under $100 sort of. That totally changed my life. But if I had to pick something recent, like I just bought 3 lip liners for $30 and
Ooh.
I couldn't believe it. Because
Wait, I
usually
need more
one
details.
because usually one is like $30, you know. So I was like, oh my God, this is a huge steal. They had like a big deal. So that's a really good answer for me. Um,
I love
but yeah,
that.
that's a great question. I also have like a screaming go. So like and I think it was like $20 or something.
That was a good purchase. Dude,
Yeah, it was
I
good
know.
purchase.
I was going to ask what your lip gloss was, high key, because it's so pretty. I was like, wait, I need the details.
You're so nice. It's just basically lip liner and then just House of Gaga lip gloss over it.
Ooh, okay. House of Gaga?
Yeah, I love her. Like lip
Okay.
oil. I love lip oils.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
I started using this like kind of like lip gloss lipstick thing from I think Hourglass. It was so good. So hell yeah. I don't know if you want to say hello to the Raiders.
Can I do
Yeah,
a
oh my god, take your time.
God, guys,
I love Sky.
Sky's so cute. Sky, why are you so good to me? Like that's a serious question that I need an answer for right now. We're literally doing an interview, and that's my interview question of Sky. Why are you so good to me?
That's so
Hi,
real.
hi, readers. Welcome in, guys. Go follow Sky. Literally one of the most amazing people I've ever met. They're a very dear friend of mine, and I just love their soul and heart. They deserve the absolute world. You deserve all the good things. How was your stream? I hope it was amazing. Guys, go follow Sky. They're amazing. They're an IRL friend here too, and I just love them. They have one of the most purest hearts and communities of all time. Yes, that's actually Sky's Canadian as well,
Yeah,
Chelsea.
I was thinking that. Didn't you guys meet up at some point as well?
Yes, Sky's been very good to me since I've met them. But yeah, I got to meet Sky a few times. They go to Comic Con or not Comic Con Fan Expo. We got to hang out last year. It was fun. I'm so glad, Sky. It's really good to see you. Thank you for the raid. You're so sweet.
Hello.
Canadian, hi, Matthew. Welcome in, guys. We're just doing a little interview.
So yes, I'm grabbing my other question. I don't know why it disappeared from my thing right now. If not, that's okay. There we go. One
Sky
second.
says hi, sweetie.
Hi Sky, how you doing? Sky is amazing. Also, I'm always impressed with all the retro games that they play.
I know. Sky's also been playing Witcher, the older ones too.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear it looks hard as hell, but they make it look easy.
Yeah, I don't know because I played like some of those retro games and stuff too, and I'm just like, how like all the Metroid games, I'm always
Mhm.
so impressed. Like they just make it look so easy.
Sky's a good gamer. Like Sky is even when Sky plays Mario Kart, Sky shreds. I
Damn,
just
I'm not
pointed
good at
to us.
Mario Kart. I know you play Mario Kart a lot as well, don't you?
I used to. I kind of fell off a little bit, but yeah, I used to love kart. I still do, but I've played it a lot less. I just point and click. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. Sky trying to stay humble, like like we don't know. Okay. All right. Yes, I have this other one. Okay. Yes. What is something that feels like therapy but isn't?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Something that feels like they're for me working out.
Ooh, it's a
I
good
was
answer.
trying to explain earlier, but my mental health has drastically improved, and I think the biggest reason for that is the working out. Honestly, it really does work. It's just hard.
Yeah, I know.
It's really hard.
Unfortunately, everyone was right when they're like, okay, work out, eat good,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
will notice a difference for sure.
I used to hate hearing about it actually, like when I was younger, because I was like in and out of medical concerns and problems when I was in my early 20s. And they were always like, you need to eat super healthy and you need to work out. And I was like, fuck that, you know what I mean? Like I don't like
Yeah, it's a
but
lot of
yeah,
effort,
it
too
works.
much work.
Yeah, it is too much work. It really is. But it works and it's helping. So that's what's motivating me right now.
No, that's awesome. I think another one for me would be besides that would be making food, like eating properly, just like nutritious meals. Like I always feel better when I have something that is good for my body. Like I do notice
Hmm.
a difference in the way I feel and like
Oh,
how
big time.
motivated and how much energy I have throughout the day.
Hmm. No,
Also,
it's true. Even sunshine, like
mm,
sunshine alone, yeah, helps a lot too.
yeah, sunshine is a good one. I'd say movies as well.
Movies, yeah,
Yeah.
big time. It's helped me throughout my life. Also, Raiders,
Oh my
welcome in.
god. Hello, Jam Plan. How you doing? Welcome in. Jam is also from Canada. Which is another
Let's
reason I was like, I
go.
would love to visit Canada. Jam, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the raid. We have the amazing Jenneses on. You guys should go check our stream out. But we're just doing a little interview right now. If you guys need to go get food after stream stuff, please take care. But thank you so much, Jam, for the raid. I appreciate you. Jam is another super cool girly. I was like, yes, I would
Let's go, all the
to go to Canada.
Canadians.
I know Canadian raids on the Canadian interview guest day. It was
Right?
meant to be.
That's so cute.
Everyone cool is from Canada.
We got a lot of cool people, that's for sure. I've been very blessed.
Yeah. No, it seems like a really cool area and place to grow up in.
Hmm. It is. I enjoy it.
What was like some of the what would you say is like a traditional food that you guys have over there? And do you ever eat any of them?
That's so cute. Okay, so the two, I guess if I had to pick, obviously the poutine. People talk about it all the time. I used to love poutines. So
Hmm.
like I'm trying to be all healthy and stuff. But yes, if I went to like a fast food place, I'd always get a poutine if I could. And then the second is our maple syrup. You have to try the maple syrup, guys. It's just you just gotta, okay?
Did you try the maple syrup when you were here? Did you try our maple
No.
syrup?
Well, actually, I guess I did because I got breakfast one day and it came with the maple syrup. Um, but I didn't register it. Like I should have was like, how does this taste? But yeah, I did have maple syrup there, but I can't remember.
Okay, because I have heard that ours is just like glorified candy compared to your guys's. So yeah, I'd like to
Okay.
know like what you actually thought of it.
It probably has so like maple syrup here has like a taste, like a hint of something, like it's not like it's almost like sappy. It's hard to explain. But like I feel like when I do get maple syrup from McDonald's or something like that, which I would assume is not real maple syrup, it's just syrup. It's just like sugar. You know what I'm trying to say? Like there's no taste to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Canadian
it's hard to explain.
Canadian maple is divine. Dang, now I really want to try it. I just yeah,
Y-
big foodie. So I'm like, I have to go and I have to
Me
try
too.
all of the stuff that you guys are known for.
Well, that's my favorite part about traveling is trying the food. So definitely when you come, you have to try the food.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. A maple syrup festival. What the heck? That is super cool.
That's really cute. I've never been to that.
Um, I'm looking at it. I feel like I just missed a question in chat. Again, guys, while we have Jen on here a little bit longer, if you have any questions at all, feel free to throw them in chat. We can both see them. Did you have any favorite like pop culture things growing up? Are you into pop culture? Because I know you're into movies as well.
So like pop culture as in like music and stuff.
Yeah, pop culture. Yeah, just anything that is popular in terms of music, movies, TV,
I
video
see.
games.
Well, like I mean, I'm a big 90s kid, so anything from the 90s, I'm obsessed with. I mean, even to this day when like even today, like I feel very 90s today. Um, but like I grew up with Britney Spears and all that stuff, so I'm kind of an oldie pop culture.
Hmm.
But I really do like Sabrina Carpenter, and she's
Ooh,
having a show, and I was thinking about going, but tickets are like $1,000.
1,000?
Yeah, like I was talking to my friend Jenna,
Jeez.
and she's like, "Oh, do you want to go to a Sabrina Carpenter? Like they range from like 500 for the worst seats to $1,000." And I was like, "What? That's
Yeah, that
crazy."
is wild. I am also into Sabrina Carpenter. I love the outfits, the songs. They're so fun. But yeah, who's got Sabrina Carpenter
Yeah.
money in this
Do you
economy?
remember when concerts were like $100?
Yeah, I remember like the cheap seats were $30 to $50. And then if you were to get like close, you're like paying 150, 200, and that was crazy.
I know. I miss those days. Yeah, no, now you have to like spend like $1,000 for like really good seats and like it's kind of depressing, really.
Yeah, it's okay, $1,000 for your espresso live.
So true.
We have Sabrina Carpenter at home. That's a vibe we're gonna have to go for.
For real. I'll just dress up as home. Because like the cutest part about Sabrina Carpenter is like people dress up like to the nines and they go to the show and it's like an experience, right? But I'll just dress up at home.
Yeah, I know. We can like throw a Sabrina Carpenter concert on stream, and then we all just dress up and we'll reroute
Mm.
our audio on OBS so DMCA don't come for us, and then we'll pretend Sabrina Carpenter is singing or something. I don't know.
You saw Metallica for $20? That's crazy, Apache.
So Metallica for free on YouTube. That's true. Dagma is asking if you could see yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you. What do you think you would notice?
Oh my God, Dagma, you need to start your own
I
interview show.
know
That
she's too good. The questions are way too good.
um, there's um, wait, so I know Dagma would want your answer too. Do you have one for this?
I don't know if I have an answer because it's hard to like think of people that I guess like love me and how they view me. I
I wonder. I
guess.
actually wonder how people who love me feel.
Yeah, exactly. That I don't know. I'm doing this training for this like volunteer position I'm doing with like crisis counseling, right? And we did this
Okay.
exercise today and it was, I don't know, really eye-opening and moving, and I thought was so cool. Um if you ever like want to do or participate in it, if you're feeling like low and like self-worth, but they kind of have you
Oh,
take like 6 to 8 people that you admire, that have qualities that you admire, right, or look up to or like,
okay.
and then they have you write them down, and then you take a look at it and then they're like, well, these are actually qualities that you possess. These are all things you have because you see it in others. It's something that you have, and that's
Okay.
like that's your standard of integrity, is
I love
what
that.
these people have it, and because you notice it, you are also that. Even if you don't notice it or think that you don't have it, maybe it shows up in other ways or it's something you're working on, but either way you have to have that quality to see it. Also, Arwen is so cute.
You see her? She's like,
Yeah,
"Hey, I'm here."
that was so cute. Oh my gosh.
That's really cool. And like also, can we just like point out and just celebrate this for a second? But the amount of stuff that you participate and that you do is on another level. Like, girl, your ability to balance and then even to do this, like the fact that you were like, I just don't know how you do it all. And I hope you know that we see that and we appreciate
Oh,
you and you're just killing it.
thank you.
Honestly.
No, I appreciate it. That's very sweet. I don't know either.
So
I
much.
feel like I don't
So
be
much.
doing anything. I'm like I have to do more. I need
No,
to do
no,
more
no,
stuff.
you do so much. Like that's for you to even say that you did that earlier today and are helping people the way you help people. Guys, Chelsea's ambassador, come on. Like this is like come on. This is what being an ambassador is all about. You do so much.
Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate it. I just, I've always wanted to help people, whether
You do.
it's here
You
like
really do.
creatively or actually, helping people on that front. And
Yeah,
why like I really wanted to get my degree in that field because it is a lot of fun. But thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a really cool
very
exercise. I
cool.
feel like everyone should do, or I think it just makes you take a step back and like look at it like, okay, yeah, am I noticing that? Because I also admire that, and that's the type, a standard I try to hold for
I
myself.
I love that, honestly. That's gonna stick with me for sure.
But yeah, maybe that's a good way to see how the people you love view you, is by seeing how you view the people you love. Is how I was trying to get to that answer.
Yeah, that's so cute because it's like I've heard this before, but like how like the love that you feel for people is actually you. Like that's all you. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So like even in relationship, even if a relationship doesn't work out, it's like that love that you were giving is all you. That's how you felt as you. And I think that's really beautiful.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really nice. It's a good reminder to like give that power back to yourself
Hmm.
as well.
Yeah, big time.
Did you ever actually end up going to school, or did you like just start like career right after high
I
school?
went to the only thing I went to school for was like I did medical esthetician work.
Damn,
So
okay.
like
She's smart. Okay.
late no, no, not at all. Like lasers or like
Hmm.
chemical peels and stuff in the medical esthetician field. So that's the only thing that I went to school for, but it's the only reason why is because I was never 100% sure of what I wanted and I didn't want to invest money in something that I wasn't going to 100% want to do. So now that I'm even a little older, I'm like, oh, I would go back to school for like psychology or animals. Like those
Oh.
are the two things. So I would love to do that maybe in the future.
Oh, that's nice. No, I think that's really nice. Honestly, I think it gives a lot of perspective of what you want to do, and you're not wasting your time like going to school, but so I feel like some people feel just like rushed or the societal pressure to jump
Yes.
into something, and it's like,
Hmm.
well, you're not you'll get the same thing out of it if you go later, and it might be better because um what you're doing. But yeah, as someone who studies psychology, I'll say it's fun. It's really fun. And also, there's animal psychology. I took a animal psychology class
Really?
in school. Yeah, so there's animal behavioral studies because there's obviously people who study behaviors in animals and how they change. It's really important for just like what one keep like preserving animal life, and also we learn a lot about human psychology from animal psychology as well, and how it's studied. But yeah,
Wow.
it might be a study that you're
That's
interested
fascinating.
in, and
Yeah, that's a really fascinating. I had no idea. And yeah, you're even that, like your balance of school and streaming, because I remember that you were like, oh, I got to study and I got to, that's crazy. That's crazy, Chelsea.
yeah, I don't. Well, that
Amazing.
part is hard. I don't know. The
Yeah.
working a full time
Balancing.
job, trying to stream and trying to go to school full time, that was a little silly. But you know, you just I don't
It's
know,
hard.
persevere. I guess.
Honestly, you're just amazing. You're a very amazing person.
Oh, thank you. But that's definitely you as well. You're definitely someone I have always looked up to on this platform. Just like, I don't know, even the first time I met you in 2019, my friend, she's like, dang, Jen and like her community, they're all just so cool. And that's the way, like, I don't know.
Aw.
You guys just seem like cool kids. And at the time I'm like, damn, why does like Jen even want to
You're the
talk to
cool
me? Like
kid.
she is so
No.
cool and exudes like so much coolness. I'm like, what the heck? So much aura. That's what the kids would say today. 1,000 plus aura.
So much aura, is that what they say?
Yeah, they say like
No,
max
you're
aura.
you're the cool kids. And oh, I always think we're funny because if me, you, and Dagmar were all together, we'd
Hmm.
be like that Spider-Man meme where it's just like you, no you, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh my
Too cute.
gosh. No, exactly. Wait, we have to read this out because it's compliments to the chef. I agree. Souls like Jen are so rare. Sometimes I have to remind myself she's real. Just by being herself, she fills every space with love, making everyone feel safe, seen, and valued. Trusting her feels as natural as breathing, and she always understands beyond words. Her heart, her wisdom, her very existence is pure magic. They say actions speak louder than words, and hers tells one of the most beautiful stories. The world is brighter because she's in it. I'm forever grateful for her existence. Damn. Amen. Amen, Dagma.
Oh,
Preach.
Dagmar's just such a beautiful person, you know?
Yeah, I know.
They're just like they really put out who they are. Like you know, just like Chelsea was saying, Dagma, how you view us is a huge reflection of you. You know that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, Dagma's like one of the most magical people I've ever met. I had the
Oh,
honor
I
of knowing.
know. I have a hard time even understanding they're real. I'm like, there's a few people where I'm like, are they real? You know, Dagma's
Yeah,
one of them. I'm like,
exactly.
is this AI?
I know.
It's futuristic AI. What's going on?
There's no way. She's too perfect. It's crazy.
I know. True.
All right. Well, I feel like I've taken up a lot of your time, but I do have
Mm,
one more very important question I would like
of
to
course.
ask. If you could bring any superhero with you into the zombie apocalypse, who are you bringing and why?
Oh my gosh. Any hero?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like it has to be Superman,
Okay.
right? Because he's like unbeatable and he just could like, I don't know, this zombie like to another planet or dimension or whatever, right? I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, he's a good superhero choice. It's whatever it is to
Right.
you, but yeah, I mean, he's a really good choice. He's like one of the most invincible unless someone has kryptonite or something.
Exactly, that's true. But I feel like a fun answer would
Hmm.
be like Blade.
Ooh. Yeah, I've never actually seen any of the Blade movies.
No?
No, I know he does
You
vampires, right?
Yes, he does. But it's worth a watch. It's like kind of cheesy, fun, especially the second one. I would love to hear what you think.
Okay, yeah, I do need to see it. I know decent. I'm a fake fan. And there's I don't know if you heard of Marvel Rivals, by the way.
I have, yes. It's like everywhere right now.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with playing it, but there's like rumors that Blade is coming to Marvel Rivals.
No way.
Yeah.
That just might be that what pushes me over the edge because everybody's like, "Oh, you should try Marvel Rivals," and I'm like, "Okay, maybe I should."
I mean, if you ever want to play, I'm just saying I'm
I'd
down.
be so
I'm
down,
just saying I'm
yeah.
totally down to do some Marvel Rivals, get some more people to play with me because I'm obsessed. I feel like I've been playing way too much. And like every time I don't have an idea for like a game, I'm like, Marvel Rivals. Even tonight, I forgot I told them I would play Minecraft, and I was like, wait, Marvel Rivals? We guys are gonna
It's
play
so
Marvel
cute.
Rivals. Hi, Charisma.
That's,
It's actually just so fun. Yeah, we should also do like Repo if you're ever down or want
I'm
to.
so down.
I've heard good things
I would
about it.
play I would play anything with you, Chelsea.
Oh
You're
my
you're
god.
badass.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. It'd be fun to get a little like girly group together, and play.
Yeah, it would be. It would be a blast. And plus, I would love to try Marvel Rivals. That's like on my list.
Yeah. Well, if you ever feel like downloading, it's free. It just does take a little bit of computer space.
Hmm.
But yeah, just let me know. Hit me up.
Chelsea gives us a choice? Question mark.
I give you the illusion of choice. First of all, thank you guys. Well, first of all, thank you, Jen, for being here and coming on and donating your time, and your just your entire. I was gonna say aura vibe. My brain is not working tonight. I'm
The
so sorry.
aura.
Just
I'm
like
learning.
yes, donating your presence is what I wanted to say. We really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I hope we could do more collaborative stuff in the future. Now that I'm not in school and I do have more time, it'd be super super fun. Uh, so thank you so much for being here, and thank you chat for being here and Jen's chat. Thank you so much again for letting us take up some of that stream time today. It really means
Aw,
a lot to me.
oh, honestly, it's a pleasure, like, being here and an honor, so thank you, and I had so much fun doing it. I would love to do more things in the future.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you took up no time, just very nothing at all, really.
Well, I'm glad. Well, thank you. Well, I'll turn it back over. We'll go on a quick BRB. I'll say bye to Jen, and I'll let you guys get back to it. I think you said you're gonna maybe play God of War, right?
Yes, I'll be playing God of War Ragnarok now.
Also,
I'm excited.
real quick, where can people find you and stay up to date with your streaming schedule and what you got going on?
Honestly, best places would be on Twitter, Instagram, and my Discord. So if you guys want to check me out at all or want to see my schedule, those are the best places. And just thank you for being here and giving me your time, guys. It really means a lot to me.
Thank you. I appreciate
Bye,
you.
guys.
Okay, I'll go right back.